Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Some newcomers, but also some people we've already seen a couple times. So it'll be interesting.
Well, no time to wait. Let's go and meet the athletes.
Number 1, representing France, Jean-Charles Valadon. On targets number 2, representing Kazakhstan, Elfat Abdullaev. And the white judge for the match is Laura Lynn Churchill.
Well, fascinating lineup here. Jean-Charles Valadon from France, who was a silver medalist at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Took gold here in Antalya in 2017. Going up against Ilfat Abdullaev from Kazakhstan, the world number 28. He's a Tokyo Olympian, but this is his first Final Four. But as you said earlier on, Chef, he's done pretty well in the pre-season.
Yeah, he has done really well in the preseason. He actually won the European Grand Prix in Lillehammer. So so far it seems like he's doing well.
Actif, jusqu'au bout, je maintiens la ligne, quoi qu'il arrive. J'assume, jusqu'au bout. Actif. Oui.
Felt like a very long hold, and the buzzer tells us it was.
It did indeed, but he manages to stick it in X.
Eight.
Allez, JC. Posé. Actif. Maintiens la ligne, jusqu'au bout. J'assume. Allez, actif.
So JC, or Jean-Charles, he actually has a little bit more experience than your average archer. He's been to 44 World Cup stages. So, he's been around for quite some time. His first World Cup he shot was in 2008 in France, actually, in Boé. So yeah, this is not his first rodeo. This is the 12th World Cup he shoots in Antalya.
Starting with a 29 is pretty impressive too. Puts it out of reach of Ilfat Abdullaev.
9.
Finishes with a 9 for a 27. So bags of experience, as you're saying, in JC. But despite only shooting 27, not a bad start from Abdullaev. He can get back into this.
He can, for sure, yeah. And one of the experiences that JC has had in his career was shoot against Abdullaev Ilfat at the test event in Tokyo, which, surprisingly maybe, Abdullaev won with 6-4. So that's, as far as I know, the only time they've met before. And so JC maybe has some redemption to do here.
Do you have room in your brain for anything other than archery knowledge?
It's a bit of an issue, actually.
Very handy when you're sitting in the commentary box, though, Chef.
And I'd have to say, Abdullaev, he doesn't have the worst pre-season himself. He made the Final Four at the Asian Cup in, was it Taipei?
Taiwan, yes,
Yeah.
in Chinese Taipei, yeah.
So he's been doing well as well.
So both taking zonal podium places. The second set starts with a 9 from Abdullaev.
Jusqu'au bout, quoi qu'il arrive. Actif, une seconde de plus.
9.
9.8 à gauche.
JC really has a strong shot at the moment, and I'm saying at the moment because we've seen different sides of JC over the years. He has shot a lot of World Cups, but some of the World Cups that he shot were just not as impressive as others. He had some really good seasons in 2016, 2017. Obviously, 2016 he got the silver medal at the Olympics and became a European champion. 2017 he won this stage of the World Cup, shooting against Brady Ellison in the final. So we know that he can shoot really well, but over the last couple of years,
Posé.
I feel like he hasn't really shown his full potential, and I think he wants to change that this season.
J'assume. Actif. Jusqu'au bout. 4, 3, 2, 1.
That was right on the buzzer, and it's resulted in a 26. So a 27 from Elfat Abdulin is enough to level the set points. He's hanging on to these arrows for an awfully long time, isn't he, JC?
Yeah, he's never been a really fast shooter, but yeah, he needs to maybe pick up the pace a little bit if he wants to prevent shooting more of these rushed shots where he's fighting the clock. On the other hand, as a neutral viewer, this makes for a great match, because this allows Abdulin to get back into the match and, yeah, you know, basically that, get back into the match.
Does it feel like a bit of a missed opportunity, or will it feel like that for Valadon? He, you know, if he'd shot another 9 there, he would have squared the points in that set, 10, and he would have taken them.
Probably, but there's no reason to dwell on the past, and I think he'll just be looking for more good shots after this set. So I think he is good enough and experienced enough to have a good mental approach and to not only dwell on that last shot.
The start of set number 3, and we're all square here.
Allez, encore. 10 barres droite.
Nine.
Allez, lycée. Allez. Posé. Actif.
We're also getting a nice look at JC's signature way of drawing back his bow, going all the way down with his string hand. And I'm told that it has to do with his shoulder dislocating if he pulls it back in a normal manner. So you can see how low his hand gets before he goes into anchor.
Right on the buzzer again, but a 29 means the set points are his.
Good end by Ilfat as well. Just the 2 arrows just low, just out of the 10 are what's costing him. But I mean, good group, and he seems to be shooting okay. He seems to not be super nervous. I mean, maybe not as relaxed as it seems that JC is, but
yeah, I think you're right, but I'm still fascinated by the fact that JC Valadon is running the clock down. He's done it a couple of times now where we've heard the coach counting down. He counted down to 2 previously.
They've known each other for a very long time as well. His coach is Romain Girouille. He used to shoot on the French national team as well. Actually did really well at that. So I'm sure that they have communicated about this and they know what to expect from each other. But I can also imagine that he wants JC to speed things up a little bit to make his life a bit easier.
I think you're right. It's good value for us, of course, watching, but it does make for nervy moments. 4-2, the lead for Valadon over Abdulin.
Good shot there. I think he actually knew that that was going to be slightly on the left, just judging by how he shot it.
9.
Really gunning for that throw or the comeback here.
9.
9, and we're all square again.
9.
There it his highest score so far from Abdulin, gets him the set points.
His coach telling him that he's still slightly low with his last arrow. So I wonder if he's going to do anything with that information.
9.
So 27 from Valadon, not so bad. Yeah, interesting to have that little word after the final arrow of a set. Because does the break not make a little bit of an effect, a difference?
It might, yeah, but it should make that much of an effect. This is what you're training for, right? You want to have all of your shots be as consistent as possible, so you don't want to be in a situation where the break can really mess you up. But to me, it seems like the momentum was with JC, but it's kind of shifting a little bit now. Ilfat has shot 2 very good ends here, and yeah, I think he might well get the last end if he keeps shooting like this. Set, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? Because I was just thinking, as we were going through that full set, 10-9 from Ilfat Abdulin, I'm thinking to myself, surely JC's going to be thinking, how have I let this one get away? He was looking commanding.
Yeah, in the beginning he did. He started off right out of the gate with a 29. Started the match with an X. But then I feel like Ilfat is growing into this match rather than just settling with the scores that he was shooting. So yeah, I think his scores have been building and JC's scores have been a bit on and off. So unless JC is on this set.
Well, that's it, isn't it? If he's not, then the momentum is very much with Abdulin. We go into the 5th set, and just to add to things, despite Abdulin having those sunglasses on, clouds are coming over and it's changing the light here.
10.
So still slightly low. Which is fine as long as you're in the 10 ring, but it'll be extra frustrating if he shoots a low 9 now.
9.
Is this the moment to capitalise?
8.
Oh, he's drifted out into the 8, and all of a sudden
Opens the door.
it really does, and Valadon can put this one away with a 10. He gets that 10 for a 29, and JC did get it back on in the 5th set.
8.
Another 8 to finish with a 26. So a 6-4 victory for Jean-Charles Valadon, and he is in through to the recurve men's gold medal match.